Here's another stupid state. You've heard just a little about this, I think. Arkansas cannot figure out how to kill people. No, it's harder than like Trump says, it's harder than we thought. They actually, for people who have not heard about this, they hurried up a bunch of executions that had been on the books or whatever the fuck they call it for a long time and wanted to do like 8 or 10 in a week. Couple of double headers, same evening, right? Double main events. Because their fucking lethal injection drugs were expiring. And Lord knows you don't want somebody that you're killing with a lethal fucking drug to get some goddamn bad side effect from fucking expired drugs. But they botched I think at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
They botched 2 of them where, I mean, I don't know I didn't read the description of what happened to the guy, but he probably didn't have a pleasant evening, but he didn't die. There was appeals that stalled a couple of them off that you can't do this because of some reason or another. But once again, how fucked up. Here's another Republican dominated state. How can you not be able to kill people? For one thing. And secondly, how is that a reason to suddenly hurry up and do something that you hadn't done before just because how much is this shit? How much is this drug in relation to the state's budget that they had to hurry up? They didn't want to lose the fucking freshness seal or whatever.
I was actually looking up the price.
Oh, for God's sake. How do you just type that in? Anyway, and here's the thing, and everybody's going, now Cornette's going to knock the fucking death penalty or whatever. I am fully for the death penalty in certain instances. It's not that. It's just if you're goddamn going to do something like that, you need to have a little bit better plan to do it. And here's another thing. I don't know what these people did or what they were said to have done, but how often do you hear about DNA now over the past 10 years, whatever? Well, DNA proved this guy has been in prison for 30 years, didn't do it, or DNA, blah, blah, blah. I need a goddamn better standard of proof for the death penalty. Now, like for the people that obviously have done something. Like the couple of ex-convicts several years ago broke in these people's house and beat the guy up with a baseball bat and chained him up in the basement and raped and killed the mother and the daughter and set the house on fire with the husband inside, but he got out. And the police actually chased them from the scene, and there was no doubt, right? There was a chain of fucking evidence there. We're watching this motherfucker doing this shit. Give the fucking guy the baseball bat and tie him up and let him fucking go to town as the death penalty. I don't give a fuck. They deserve it, right? Or the guy that rapes the 3-year-old child or whatever. Get creative with that. Do the specs and make a dick the same size it would be if he was 3 years old and fuck him to death with it. I don't care if there's actual proof. If you've caught the guy with a cellar underneath his fucking garage with 2 live girls and 3 dead ones, and he lives there, fuck him. Fry him, do whatever the fuck. Have a standard way to do it. If there's videotape, here, sir, this is you in this parking lot, beating up this fucking 96-year-old woman and killing her. Okay, I'll accept that. But when they pick up people that fit the description and they were placed near the scene and all this other bullshit that you hear about. And I think they need to be in jail till the DNA can clear them. I don't think they should get hasty. So as long as there's a chain of command of visual evidence or motherfucker, you did this out in public. There's no doubt. We have it on tape, whatever. Kill the motherfuckers. I have no problem with that. But goddamn, can you not even do that right? Apparently. What the fuck is this world coming to? What should be the manner of execution? Are you in favor of the death penalty in terms that I just mentioned? Like when they catch the guy with fucking woman underneath his bed in the box or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, no, I remember actually when I was a teenager at Fan Week in 95, you laid out a scenario that always stayed with me, that the guy who rapes the woman and cuts off all of her limbs, they should put it on TV. And they should just say, okay, first off with the dick, then cut off the arms and legs, throw them in a ditch, bleed freely. and let people see it so they know if you fuck up, this will happen to you.
And you know, I have no sympathy for people who blatantly, obviously do shit like that, right? Now, if just because you kill somebody, if there was mitigating circumstance or whatever, I'm not saying everybody should go to jail, but for the obvious, there shouldn't be that big of a fucking issue, and you ought to be able to figure out one way to do it. What do you favor? Electric chair? The firing squad seems so military.
Guillotine.
But you know, then you've got fucking a disposal crew and etc. that have to be paid overtime. I don't know. We could debate on that, but anyway,
why can't we just blow motherfuckers up? Just bring them to an open field, strap them with dynamite. No one's anywhere near them, and just blow them up.
They would be given something back because I'm sure it would fertilize the area, the ground.
Bone meal is an excellent fertilizer.
There you go. Well, see, now we've just solved another problem. And they don't even need to worry about the drugs expiring because those explosive last forever, right? For a while.
Well, that's the next lawsuit. I don't know.